everybody, it is Steve, your friendly neighborhood lawn gnome. Welcome back to another video over here on That's Comical. And if you're watching and it happens to be a Wednesday, happy new comic book day. So, yeah, we are going there today. We are finally talking about the newest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe thanks to Disney+, that one show that people truly can't get enough of, for better or for worse. And I use that term extremely loosely based on everything that you know, that your family knows, that the Four Winds know, and your cousin twice removed knows. Yeah, we're talking about She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, starring Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk herself. So, yeah. When I heard that She-Hulk was going to become a television show on Disney+, there was definitely a spark of interest in my mind just because of the fact that, you know, I may not have been a She-Hulk reader religiously. I mean, the truth of the matter is I actually own one She-Hulk comic in my entire comic book collection, and it's She-Hulk issue number 8, which is tied into the classic Mark Millar Civil War storyline. So I definitely was interested in seeing how she was going to be a part of the MCU, but also knowing that Mark Ruffalo was actually going to be brought onto the show a teensy bit as Hulk once again, just to, I guess, give us our origin story of Jennifer Walters becoming She-Hulk. So, yeah, I gotta say that while my expectations were probably next to none, especially after what so many people were saying about how the show is anti-male, it's too woke, blah, 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 meh, 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 I was like, you know what? I don't care. I have been surprised before, I've been disappointed before. Let me at least sit through these 9 episodes. How bad could it be? It wasn't that bad. I have to say it's probably because of the fact that my expectations were so low that I actually found myself enjoying a great deal of this television show. I will definitely say that I appreciated the meta moments, the fourth wall breaking. Did they overdo it from time to time? I'm gonna say no doubt yes, especially that last episode, which definitely threw me for a loop. And just seeing what the show ended up becoming is definitely something that I haven't always favored when it came to some of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films as well as some of the television shows. But I just have to admit, when it comes to this specific show, I actually found myself laughing. Laughing because I was just having a grand old time with no substance. That's really what it was. I thought that Tatiana Maslany was hilarious. I was also very happy to see Charlie Cox show up. Also, to a certain degree, I know a lot of people, I mean, look, as someone who watched the original Netflix Daredevil series, where we got in this series when it came to Matt Murdock makes me a little bit concerned for where we are going, now that we know that there is a Disney Plus series coming out called Daredevil Born Again. I just hope that they focus more on what they did with the Netflix series and less on what they did with him in this one. Granted, I still had a fun time watching him. I really appreciated his comedic timing. But I think the highlight for myself in regards to this show was Ginger Gonzaga as She-Hulk's assistant at the law firm. I just found her to be so funny and quirky and peppy. It was just really, really fun. The take on Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination, and of course it was great to see Tim Roth return in that role. Really impressive and a very interesting idea. And also to see a plain-clothed version of the Wrecking Crew, that was something that made me very excited, because the one thing that I've been saying over the last couple of years when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is there is so much to do with the Hulk mythos, particularly the Rogues Gallery that he has. Alongside the Wrecking Crew, you've got the Leader, you've got Zax, you've got the UFOs, Abomination, of course, but there are just so many great villains that you can truly bring to the mainstream, because there aren't that many people that have been reading Hulk comics out there. So the fact that we actually got the Wrecking Crew in some shape or form was definitely very interesting, and really glad to see it happen. Now, let's just address the elephant in the room, and let's take a look at that last episode. Personally, I'm not going to say that it killed the momentum in regards to my feelings on the show as a whole, but after watching that episode, I am really curious to know as to why they went in that direction, because they could have gone in so many better directions, and they chose to go into this ultra meta, making fun of themselves, making fun of the audience direction, and to me, I think it might have been a little too much, to put it lightly. But was it fun? Yeah, I still found myself laughing, but I really did find myself scratching my head more so. And then, of course, when we get that little twist at the end with Bruce coming back and giving us a big surprise, I don't really know what that means we're doing in terms of Hulk, and I have no idea what She-Hulk's future is for the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward in regards to the new phases, because as far as I know, because of the audience reception and even some of the critics' reception, I am pretty certain that She-Hulk is not getting a second season, which is a darn shame, because I feel that there could have been so much more that they could have done to really turn this show into something truly great, but unfortunately, since Avengers Endgame, Marvel has only been good, if anything, mediocre, except for maybe a few things, but it really has not been as good as what the Marvel Cinematic Universe used to be. And I'm really hoping that as we continue to move forward, especially with Black Panther Wakanda Forever showing up in theaters in just a couple of weeks, I'm just really hoping that we get something truly epic and spectacular, and not something that we have been getting more so in the last couple of films and TV shows. But I will still say that if you keep your expectations really, really low and you just block out what's been going on all over the internet, you might actually find yourself having a good time with She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And that's what I'm going to say. I personally had a good time as a whole. Not going to say it's a must-see, but I had fun. And that's really matters at the end of the day. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And I'll see you in the next one.